It's time for the Mad Dog Show, coming to you from the heart of the Bulldog Nation. And now, here he is, the Mad Dog.
It's the Mad Dog Show. We're talking basketball. It's SEC tournament time. I'm the Mad Dog, and we got with us, as always, Grind Dog. What's up, Grind Dog?
Hey, the Grind Dog's very happy now. I said when we got started with this thing that I thought it would take 10-8 for us to really know that we were in the tournament and get a good seed. That about halfway through the season, when I was crying the blues and I was about as grumpy as could be, I didn't think we had a chance at it. Then I thought it would be 9-9, and then 10-8 with a win over Alabama, a win over Arkansas, a win over. We ruled the state of Alabama. We got Alabama and Auburn, and then Arkansas, and who's the other big team we played and won against? I can't even think about it now.
Arkansas? Did you say Arkansas?
Oh, Kentucky, obviously Kentucky, the Kentucky victory, which doesn't not as big a deal now since Kentucky is a 10 seed. And as we were talking a little bit off the air, those people in Kentucky are about to chaw through their arm. They're so damn upset. They want to fire. They want to fire our Pope. They want to tear down Rupp Arena. They've gone crazy. Which it'd be fantastic. It'd be like Kirby losing 4 SEC games or something. They think they're God's gift to basketball in Kentucky, which they haven't been in 8 seasons. In case they hadn't looked, sorry all you Kentucky fans. I got no love lost for Kentucky basketball. We had to win that game Saturday though, 102-96. Those who watched it, just another great basketball game. A lot of scoring. Hubbard for Mississippi State, the guy went off, had 42 points. The last 10 minutes, we put like 4 people on him, and he shot it anyway and scored. But we had our best shooting, 3-point shooting night, had made 17 threes, 59%. If we can shoot it, obviously probably not going to shoot it that well in the tournament or anything, but if we can shoot that well or shoot anywhere close to what we've been doing, we can stack up some points. And so it was a great ball game. We had to win it. We couldn't come out with that Alabama win and then lay an egg in Starkville. And we didn't. We played great. And I was telling you, Cannon Catchings is just on fire. He scored 51 points in the last 2 games. He scored like 51 points in the previous 5 games alone before that. So he has gone crazy. And I think that's making other teams have to really concentrate on him, which is opening up, I said before, opening up shots for Blue Cane, opening up shots for Smurf, taking a little pressure off Jeremiah, getting him some space. Wilson had 15, kind of a quiet 15 with the way Catchings is playing. Blue Cane had 15, had a bunch of rebounds. I'd say we didn't play that great defense, but I just think their guys were hitting too. So it was just a great basketball game. So going in, that put us a 7 seed. So the great sports writers said that we were going to be the 14th best team in the SEC with the 7th best team, ahead of Missouri, ahead of Kentucky, ahead of Auburn. I don't know. I think Auburn's NIT bound because I don't think they're going to make the tournament.
Bracketology shows them as the very last team in.
I guess they better win. They better win one of those first games then. But, so the way it stands now, we play the winner of the Wednesday 7:00 game, which is Texas and Ole Miss. Now we should have beat Ole Miss at home. I don't know why. We better than Ole Miss. We have beaten Texas. Of course, they beat us out there. We played pretty poor. That's one of our poor stretch. So I feel good about that matchup. I don't see any reason we can't do well then. Winner of that game. Now, of course, that means Texas or Ole Miss is going to be playing without any rest. That should help us. I know we're not going as deep as we have been going, but we're still going, 9 deep probably. And so that should help us out. And then the winner gets Alabama, which isn't so bad for us because we know we're a baby Alabama as far as what it looks like on the court. I mean, they're the high scoring team. We're a high scoring team. They don't rebound. We're Fadoodle. We don't rebound. We're Fadoodle. Nobody plays defense. It'll be another 100 to 102 point game, which that'd be fantastic. So we got a lot to look forward to this season. I'd like to see us at least win one and then play well against Bama. Hold on to that 7 seed. I guess if we somehow could win a couple of games, get in those semis, we may move up to the 6th slot. Right now, we're slated by bracketology to play Ohio State in Washington, D.C.
Yep.
And the MadDawg is upset because we're in Duke's bracket. But I had to remind him, but no, I really didn't have to remind him. He remembers when the great Mercer Bears, a 16 seed, beat Duke as a 1 seed. And I said, those guys have got to just be, anytime they get together or anytime they see anybody in business or something that with the Duke, they can say it, or if they ever see a Duke player, they always can say, well, I was on the team that beat Duke. So
it'd be interesting for me because my mom is a Duke grad. So she's a huge Duke basketball fan. So if we could somehow knock them off, you talk about a Cinderella season. And it feels like we're peaking at just the right time. We're playing good. We're hot. We just broke the record for points. We just broke the record for most wins in a season.
Right. Yeah.
We got a lot of momentum.
102 points again. I mean, we're playing as bad as we played in the middle of the season. We're playing great again. We lost 5 out of 6, then we turned around and won 5 out of 6. So, and we are playing better. Obviously, Catchings is playing well. Jeremiah's not hurt. He's playing well. Blue Cane's been steady. And then we talked about it, the plus-minus thing. When Sabil's on the court, we're 66 points better than when he's not on the court. So, some great things. I mean, it's been a good basketball season. They're exciting. It's a team, we're not scoring 54, 60 points, 70 points, so if we can just rebound a little and play some decent defense and keep that 3-point shooting up, which the guys seem to have some confidence, turning it over a little bit more. And I don't know if that was just because we played the last 2 games have been very fast-paced games where you've been getting up and down the court a lot. You're going to turn it over maybe a little bit more, or just, we had some sloppy turnovers. I don't know if you noticed that. In that Mississippi State game, we came down and did just some pretty sloppy turnovers there. But, and I didn't think Mississippi played that bad. Of course, like I said, the Hubbard guy had 42 points. That guy was on fire, which was I hope he scored 50. I just wanted us to win. That's all that made the difference to me. So
sometimes I was worried it was maybe going to slip away from us. So
I'll talk to you. Can I get that American Express so I can get your card so I can get the flight to Nashville?
Absolutely.
The TSA is bad. I'll drive to Nashville.
Wait by the mailbox. Yeah. Wait by the mailbox. It's on the way.
You got to use your points or whatever. No. Now, if the Dogs are in D.C., my daughter lives in D.C. I might. She's a big Bulldog fan. She's I might have to slip up there now that I see that bracket. No, it's the Greenville bracket. What does that mean?
What bracket are you looking at?
It says that we're in Greenville again. In this is the East bracket, which is the Washington D.C. bracket, but the games are in Greenville. That's even better. I'll definitely go there.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's even. Yeah, I think. Well, that makes me. Dang. Now that could all. Good chance that's going to change with the whatever happens when they start flip flopping around stuff like that. But that would be great. That would be great.
Oh man, GrindDawg would be up there for the weekend.
GrindDawg in Greenville. I can. That'd be fantastic. So just to recap the season, I'd say like again, I was in a dark place about midway through the season when we had the Mike White slump there. But I think he coached better. And when you always look better when the guys are hitting the shots. Everybody coaches better when the guys are hitting the shots. And so 10-8 after being what? Last year we were 8-10, 3 straight years of 20+ wins. Of course, now we bank a few of those early, but I mean, that's the way he likes to do it. I'm good with it as long as we keep moving it up the chain. And so I think we have to say it was a great end of the season, especially. And we're going in there as hot as anybody, so we should do well. Now, besides us going in there hot, Alabama was hot before they played us, and then they just put a licking on Auburn. I hadn't seen David or Jim since then, so I think they've probably written that season off already. But they may not. Bruce Pearl's son may have the shortest ever. What's it called when you hire your children or something in business?
Nepotism.
It might be the shortest nepotism of all time if he doesn't turn it around. But
my Auburn friends are now trying to tell me they're a baseball school.
The baseball school. Well, isn't every SEC team a baseball school? They're like about 12 of them are ranked in the top 25. Georgia's ranked like 12th or something, and their softball team's ranked.
I know.
But I know it. Well, the SEC just got great athletes. There's just no doubt about it. I mean, that we really got. I'd like to see what the SEC first and second team in basketball comes out when it comes out, because I bet good many of those guys will be drafted. Phylon for Alabama, I don't know if he's going to go. He's a junior. I don't know if he'd go. I mean, he's a sophomore. I don't know if he's going to stick around. He might go. But I mean, there's a lot of really, really good basketball players in the SEC this year.
Who is there anybody who's exhausted eligibility on our team right now after this year?
The only ones that was senior day. Only ones was Bailey, and they had the Kozlowski kid. He was a walk on it, I think. But it looks like absent. They have him listed as a senior, but he wasn't there at senior day. So I guess he's got another year of eligibility. He's going to come back. I guess he's going to come back. He's been playing pretty well. I mean, he's played real well when he's been in there for Seville, and so that's been great. I would like to see him come back. That'll give him 3 years with us. That'd be. I mean, he knows what to do. He's a pretty good player. Getting a little more aggressive. He's had some points when he's been in there. I certainly hope we don't lose somebody like Seville or Jeremiah Wilkinson or even Catchings. Or I don't think we lose Blue Cane. I don't think we will lose Smurf. I think Smurf will want to come back for senior season. If we can keep those guys together, and maybe Jake Wilkins stays and puts on 20 pounds, he could be right in there. I mean, he's got to be a better player next year. He's just going to be more experienced, bigger, stronger, off-season conditioning. So maybe we can pick up another big man or a big forward. Keen Stagg prop might be one of the reasons we played real well. He's been starting the last 4 games, and he had 2 3-pointers the other day. I think he's shooting about 35 or 40% from 3. And I told you that we needed to be able to stretch the court with our big guys, and he makes some dumb freshman mistakes every once in a while, but in general, he's not playing like a freshman. He's playing well, and if he's back, that'll really help us. So, I feel good about it. Now, the next step, we got to win one tournament game, at least win the first one. Obviously, if we play Duke the second, that's going to be a tall order, but might as well. We score a lot of points. I guess the kind of team that can beat a Duke or something is somebody that can put up a lot of points, instead of, going toe-to-toe with them down on the block. If you're putting up a lot of points, if you're shooting it well, that's the kind of team that could beat them. So
if we could just make it to the Sweet 16, I think that would just be a quantum leap for this program.
Oh, I mean, it'd be the first time, I'm sure, since maybe when we went to the Final Four. I mean, have we made it since? I don't know. Maybe
we have.
I don't think we have. I don't think we didn't make the tournament for 10 years till last year. So, I mean, So there are kids that weren't born with the last time that we got. Well, most kids weren't born with the last time we went. Nobody that's going to school at Georgia now was born when we got to the last Sweet 16. So that'd be great. That'd be great. I'm excited about it. I like to see. I want. We need Texas and Ole Miss to go play the longest triple overtime game ever.
Yeah.
We need a triple overtime game. They're just dragging, and and we need we need to send some moonshine and stuff over to, if we win that game, the next game, over to the Alabama hotel room. Send some women and some booze over there before then. Do whatever you have to do. With NIL, right. I guess it would be anything against that, would it? I mean, there's no NCAA.
I think you can send any gift that you want to the opposing team as long as it's legal.
Yeah, I would think that you could do whatever. So, I mean, we need to pull out all the stops and see what it is. Besides that, I mean, I don't know what to say more than we're playing well. We got a pretty good draw. Whoever plays Florida doesn't look like. I mean, it looks like Florida's they got them as a number one seed, and I don't see why. They're playing great. They just destroyed Kentucky. That was like beat down of all beat downs on that. Uh-huh. I mean, it's like they were like 27 points in the first half. They're good, but again, we got a team that can score a lot of points, and if you get hot, I guess we could beat anybody, right? If you score 102 points, you can beat. The other team's got to score a lot too. So we scored
what's the most upside we could gain in the SEC tournament? Like, what if we got to the SEC championship? We played Florida. Florida won, so we come in as runner-up in the SEC. What could that potentially move our seeding up to?
At least you have to move us at least one. Would you think? Win 3 games? I mean, beat. Yeah. We would have beaten Alabama twice. I mean, and they're like a 4 seed, I think now, 3 seed or a 4 seed. I don't know what to say. I'm just trying to get this thing over here, see if it says anything about it. See if I can find where Alabama is. This is kind of crazy. How can Kentucky be a 7 seed? That's all name recognition right there.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's the brand.
The Vanderbilt, it's a brand. That's exactly what it is. I'm trying to find out. Florida is a 1 in the South. I'm trying to see where, if I can see where. Tennessee is a 5 seed out in Portland. Alabama's actually playing in Greenville as we are, but they're not on our side. Alabama plays Troy, 2 Alabama teams, as it is now. Texas a 10 seed. And I'm trying to think of, I guess, I don't know. What we're looking for. Alabama is a 3 seed.
Yep.
So, so we I think we had 6 what they call quad 1 victories, which is, I think, the top 75 team or top quarter teams or whatever, 75 teams in the country. So, I mean, there were some good wins, a couple of bad losses, but that Oklahoma loss was kind of stunk, and the
Ole Miss
loss at home was stinker. Losing in overtime to Tennessee when we could have won that game. Tennessee's been kind of disappointing. I mean, they just, they must not. They're such a great rebounder. They must just not be shooting as good. Played good against us. Oh, I know what it is. Their guy is. They got beat because Ament, their really good freshman, he didn't play. He didn't play against Vanderbilt, and that game was a close game. So I think there's a lot of good reasons that the SEC ought to do pretty well, and maybe we'll get a couple more teams in the Sweet 16. They have last year like four teams in the Sweet 16, or did we get beat a bunch? Maybe we got beat a bunch. I don't remember. We had 12 or 13 teams in the tournament last year.
Yeah.
It's right now. I think we get 11 if everybody gets in that they say is going to get in. So we'll see. But we should come back if we have a victory. Maybe do a Thursday night. If we win our Thursday game, a Thursday night wrap up show.
What time would the Thursday game be?
Our Thursday game is 7:00. So we got a good draw. We got a good draw. 7:00. Don't have to play some wacky, 10 at night or 2 in the afternoon. Well, I guess most people used to playing that anyway, but 7 should be perfect. I mean, I think we're going to be doing well. And if Catchings can stay hot like he has, I think we can roll. And dogs are hot. Bulldog basketball. Oh, Kentucky! I saw where Kentucky people were mad because $22 million
on their roster.
$22 million was on their roster. Now they had like one of their best players, I think, go out for ACL, but I don't know how much he cost. But $22 million, and I don't know what ours is. The rumor is it's $5 million, maybe it's more, but that's the rumor. We were $5 million, so we definitely got our $5 million worth. If that's what Kentucky's paying $22 million for, I'd love to see what. I wonder what like Arkansas and Tennessee and Florida. I wonder if you could dig somewhere. I guess you ask AI, it could tell you wherever.
I could ask it right now.
Ask AI the NIL packages for each SEC basketball team. See what you come up with. That'd be pretty good. I think it'd be hard. MVP for this year's team. It could sometimes you could say it's been Blue Cane because he's been so consistent, and but then you could say Jeremiah Wilkinson has been our leading scorer and he's been great. I'd say between those two, probably been our MVP so far for the regular season. Smurf has been a great surprise. I mean, he starts now. Ross has been playing. Ross and Smurf now have been switching off, and Ross is a very dependable point guard. Very dependable. Right. Bailey hadn't been he's been losing some minutes out, and so I think we're in good shape. But did they say anything?
It said exactly what you said about Kentucky. What would you guess Florida was?
I don't know. 20 million?
5 to 6 million.
Wow.
And it says Georgia is roughly 2 to 3.
Oh, wow. We definitely got our money's worth then. Because the rumor was, that's just rumor, I don't know. Somebody should call in or somebody that knows. Somebody said Catchings got $1 million, so I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean, that's overachieving compared to everybody else when you spend 2 to 3 million and you did what we did.
Yeah. Did it say anything about Auburn or Tennessee or anything?
Yeah, Auburn 5 to 7. The Duke and Kansas tier is 8 to 10 million. Arkansas is 10 to 12, and at the top, with the most expensive roster in all of college basketball, is Kentucky.
It's 22 million. No wonder they're they're about fit to be tied.
Yeah,
I think we could do well with 22 million. Bring in a few, Yeah,
I mean, that's wild when you think about it. You're playing an opponent who has spent 10 times more on their roster than you.
That is crazy. That is crazy. So it said Florida was only like 5 to 6.
Yep.
Wow. Well, they got their money's worth, obviously, too. And so I wonder what Duke says. It say that Duke it said 8 to 10 at Duke. That's cool.
Think about this. Georgia spends as much on their football roster as Kentucky spends on their basketball roster. Oh, that's something right there.
Yeah, I don't know. What is it? I thought Georgia spent like $30 million. Well, I guess you have to spend like $20 million for all your sports, right? And then that's not counting NIL money, right?
The cap for the school NIL is for football $20.5 million. Now NIL money from whoever, Butler Auto Group, that doesn't count as the cap.
Didn't that guy, that big software guy or whatever, pay $10 million for the quarterback at Michigan or something?
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
That's anybody can sponsor anybody, basically, right?
That's right. That doesn't count towards the cap. We need Elon Musk to become a dog fan.
Yes, we need Elon Musk to become a dog fan, or well, I wonder who the richest true dog fan is.
I've looked that up, and it's not like there's just a bunch of them out there, like Oregon has, or like Texas Tech has.
Well, you would think that Harvard or Yale you think Texas Texas and Texas A&M, they spend a lot of money. But you think like Harvard would say, okay, we're going to win the national championship. We are going to spend $40 million in our basketball team. We're going to handpick like 10 players, 10 $3 million players because we can, But
are there basketball players that are that good that could actually pass at Harvard?
I don't think that's a big deal anymore, MadDawg. I don't think. I mean, didn't our boy ex-quarterback that went down to Miami said that he hadn't gone to class bragged about not going to class for 2 years and stuff? And
Miami ain't Harvard.
Huh?
Miami ain't Harvard.
Well, you know what? Though, it's like the 5th most expensive school in the nation now. I saw the most expensive schools, and like Miami, it's like USC is the most expensive. But Miami and like Tulane were like 7 and 8 or something. It was, yeah. I mean, I was crazy how expensive Miami is. So I don't know.
Expensive doesn't mean good. Expensive doesn't mean the education's like a Harvard education.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's
right.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should. Well, let's just hopefully maybe we'll be so fired up that we might have a little program after Thursday's victory, but get into Friday, get a hold of, or at least get through Thursday and get a hold of the dang Alabama again, and we know we can play with them. So all good. I've enjoyed it. We're gonna at least have 2 more shows. Another show after the SEC tournament, getting ready for the and then we have to have a wrap up show after the.
We're gonna have 5 more shows at least because we're running the table.
What do you got to do?
We get five. This is a team of destiny. These are dogs of destiny, man. I can feel it.
My daughter went with the special needs program, special program over there in Georgia, the Destination Dogs. So Destination Dog can be the Destination Dogs of Destiny this year.
I love it.
Well, it'd be great. Well, hey, everybody tune in. Glad to see you're well. We made the reservations for the hotel room for the big wedding. We're all fired up. And
good.
We'll be down there. Hopefully, will that be during NCAA time? That'd be after.
It should be after. It's
after.
Yeah, because the Masters is on, so that'll all be over.
Oh no! I think it's still going to be. No. I think it's still going to be. Yeah. Well.
I mean, they usually the Masters.
How many weeks?
After basketball.
How many weeks to the wedding?
4.
Yeah, it'll be championship. They won't play on.
Yeah. I don't think they do championship overlapping the Masters. The Masters always comes after it.
Okay. Maybe they do. I don't know. We'll see.
If not, we'll use that to celebrate our national championship.
Yeah, we'll get the trophy and bring it down there. Kind of like they do the Stanley Cup. They take it and trade it around all the bars, and then they lose it, and then they find it later on, and then some guys got it in his apartment. I mean, the stories they have about that Stanley Cup are crazy. I mean,
I know.
They get drunk, and then they just leave it in some bar or something.
That's
drunk hockey players. That's a new one, isn't it?
Yes, it is. All right, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. I'm still coming off IR, so I'm gonna go get my beauty rest.
All right. Go Dogs. We'll talk either Thursday or Friday, or at least Sunday. Sunday after we find out where we're going.
At least.
All
right, go Dogs.
The MadDawg Show is proudly sponsored by Alex Smith Garden Design, Griffin Lumber and Hardware, The Sanford Company, Sellers Construction, Bib Distributing, Butler Automotive, Pelicano Construction, The Dog Bone, Go Clean Co., Macon Monogramming, Fincher's Barbecue, Bulldog Illustrated, Cranford Chiropractic, Progressive Communications, and Walthall Oil.